check your life, check if you're not check the YouTube. It's live now. Okay. Now put the thing up. Copy that link and paste it into my email. Use my email that was my Gmail. Copy the link from the YouTube. You copy that. Copy. Paste it to my Gmail. Then the inbox. Then compose. For me, what time will what time will Gmail. That's my Gmail. Send. Now go back and set up everything you need to present.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome everybody to this workshop. My name is Omotuka Busayo. I'm the lead coach at Code 14. Code 14 is a research lab that is focused on empowering educational body to teach computer language for as low as elementary level. And this particular workshop is organized by Google, and it is brought to you by Code 14. So the aim and objective of this workshop is to train teachers so that teachers can go to the various schools to train their students on how they can ensure the security and safety of the people while they're on the internet. So let's dive in and let's talk about it. So since we are going to be talking about internet, so I think it is very important for us to understand the concept of internet, right? So the workshop is targeted at kids from age 7 to 14. So like I said earlier, it decided to train teachers so they can go to their school to train their students. So when they're with their pupils, when they're teaching, it's very important for teachers to explain what internet is all about. So you agree with me that internet is a powerful tools that almost everybody in the world is now using. So almost everybody is now online. So when teachers are with kids, they can actually like try to bring the little kid, the little one into this into the conversation, so they can ask them various questions like raise your hand up if you've used the internet before. Keep your hand raised if you've used the internet once a week. Keep your hands raised if you use the internet once a week. So with this kind of methodology, you can actually like bring the students into the conversation. So once you ask this question, you see them raising up their hand, and they will get excited and want to know more. So let's continue and let's see what we have in the next slide. Right. So remember we're talking about internet. Remember we're talking about internet. So it is very important for teachers to be able to explain to their students, to ask them how they use the internet. So the objective of this particular slide is to, make inquiry from the students how they are using the internet. So according to this particular slide, you can ask this kind of question from them: how do you use the internet to chat with your friend? Do you use the internet to do your homework? Do you use the internet to share photos of your friend and family? Do you use the internet to share funny photos and videos? Right. So it's a quick survey to find out how the students are using the internet. So we shouldn't be carried away or be thinking in our head that they are little ones and they are not using the internet. Believe me, that they are using the internet more than we even know. Majority of them they are using it when we're not there. Right. So we shouldn't be shy away from the fact, we shouldn't be shy away to ask them how they're using the internet. Right. So let's move further and let's see what is next for this workshop. Okay, so we're going to be talking about different kind of people, students are going to, pupils are going to be, encountering on the internet. So as a teacher, when we are having the session with them, we should let them know that despite the fact that internet is a very good place to be, it's an awesome innovation that everybody wants to be using. There are also bad side of it. So in other words, we can call them bad guys. Just like in our neighborhood, we have different kind of people. So also on the internet, there are different kind of people there. So when we are engaging the students, we should let them know that there are also bad guys on the internet. So we have they are categorized into 4. So the first one is the oversharer. The first one is the oversharer. The second one is the hacker. The third one is the fencer. And the fourth is the troublemaker. Right. So as we move along in this training, we are going to be discussing them. We're going to be looking at them one after the other. So let's proceed. Right. So this is interesting actually. So it's about the five pillar of how to be an internet hero. So since this particular framework is targeted at kid, you will agree with me that kid loves to hear something about hero and heroines. So teachers are they are advised to go back to their various schools to actually like discuss with the people on how to be an internet hero. Right. So which means that if the pupils are going to be on the internet at all, they need to put these um, five things in mind. Number one, they need to be sharp, right? Sharp and share with care. Number two, they need to be strong and secure their secret. The third one, they need to be alert. Shouldn't fall for fake. The fourth one, they need to be kind. So it's good to be kind online. While the last one, they need to be brief. When they are in doubt, they should talk it out. They should speak with someone. So as we move forward in this workshop, we're going to be discussing them one after the other. So let's take a look at the first one. So be sharp online. So teachers are encouraged to speak to their students about how they can be sharp while they're on the internet. So for them to be sharp, they need to share with care. So the next slide is about a sample showing us how to send share things on the internet. So once you share things on the internet, it go out of your reach. So teachers should be able to like speak to your student about it. You should talk to them about the importance of sharing and not sharing too much, right? So that is what that particular one is all about. So we go to the next slide. Right, so this particular video is about a man. His name is Salt Bay. So the man he made a video of himself preparing a barbecue piece of meat, and he sent it on the internet, and the particular video went viral. So when you are having this session with students, you can ask them to raise their hand up if they've seen this picture before. So let's see what happened next about this particular video. So according to what we can see on the screen, now the video of Salt Bay has over 6 million views on the internet. So it went viral. People start making copy of it and start doing their own version of the video. So this is how information can go viral on the internet. So teachers should be able to like help the student to understand that if they are going to share at all on the internet, they need to be careful of what they are sharing. So it doesn't end there. There's another video to explain how the students should be careful when they are sharing on the internet. So this particular one is about, I'm sure you might have seen this particular video before. It's about some comedian guys. So they did a particular comedy and share it on the internet. So like this particular video, nothing is wrong with this particular video, right? So but imagine this particular video is a bad video or it is a kind of embarrassing video. And the video already have like 10 million views on YouTube, so that's a lot of view. So funny video like this can be can go viral, although it doesn't have any harmful effects. But when we are training the kid, we should let them know that sharing too much, and what we share it matters a lot. So if at all they are going to share on the internet, they need to be careful what they are sharing, because once they share it, it go out of their reach. So they no more have any power or any control over it whatsoever. So let's proceed and see the second type of people that are on the internet. So this one they are called the oversharer. So oversharer are people that tend to share like I can call it addicted. They are addicted to sharing online. So you see them everywhere. You never can tell. They can even be your friend. So you never know who is following you. You never know who is your friend, right? So we need to be conscious of this. And teachers should inform the pupils to be careful when they're sharing, to be careful who they're sharing information with. Right. So this particular one, oversharer, when you share too much, online, it can compromise your security. So you can even reveal your secret information, which is not good. So teachers should be able to inform the students to be careful with who they share with. So we can go to the next slide now. Right. So this particular slide is actually like telling us how we can actually like go about setting or trying to control who sees what we are sharing. So like this particular story, so this story is about two friends, they are gossiping on the internet, not knowing that their teacher is there, seeing what they are saying. They forgot naturally that their teacher is one of their friends. You can see this the first one, her name is Shipobiti. So he's saying, I hate my teacher. And the second friend is saying, me too. Not knowing that their teacher is there. And the teacher now responded like, you do realize we're a friend online? Do you understand kind of scenario? So we should do well to sensitize the students that they should be careful who they share with, and they should look out for oversharer. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we have been talking about the effect of sharing and how we need to look at when we are sharing, how we need to be careful when we are sharing. So in the event where we need to share, maybe it's compulsory for us to share or we want to share, that's how we can control who we share with. So by checking our settings. So teachers should enable to inform the students about settings. So for example, just like in the real world, you share different things with different people. So the fact that you invite someone to come into your room does not mean that you're giving them the power or the autonomy to be going around your stuff. It's not the same thing applicable to the internet. So when you're using the internet, there's a way you can moderate who you are sharing with through settings. You're able to do that. So teachers should be able to inform students on how to, adjust their settings so that they can control who they are sending, who they are sharing information with. So the next slide is talking about sharing positively on the internet. So this particular video, although we're not going to play this video, so by the time we release the material to the various schools, so teachers should endeavor to play to the students. So the video is all about how you can share positive things on the internet. So if you need to share at all, we need to train the student to cultivate the habit of sharing positive information on the internet. Right. So sharing can also be an incredible force of good. You will agree with me if done in the right way. Right. So when we release the material school to different school, teachers should endeavor to play to their students while they're having the workshop with them. So let's progress. Let's move to the next slide. Right. So this is just a sample of what we can share and what we can't share. So looking at what we have on our screen, the first two row is talking about what is not okay to share with anyone. So it's not okay to share with anyone without permission. Number one, your home address, your photos and music, your email password, a compliment about all that. So you shouldn't share this with anyone. Then the second one is talking about, is it okay to share with family and friends? So yes, you can share your holiday date with your family and friend. You can share your school location with your family and friend. There's nothing bad with that. You can send the answer to text to a friend, right? So the third one is it okay to share with everyone? Is it okay? So for example, an embarrassing photo of your friend sleeping. So you know that it's not okay to share with someone. So your schoolwork, the location of a restaurant, invitation to party, friends, homework, and a nasty message about your teacher. So you can actually share with everyone. So while the teacher is having this particular workshop, they can actually group the students in pairs. So and ask them what they think about this particular example of what we can share or what we can't share. So they can put them in a group, ask them what they think about the sample, and ask them what they think they can share with family and friends. Right. So let's progress to the next slide. Right. So far we have been talking about internet and how we can educate our students to be safe on the internet. So this is the fun aspect of it. So Let's Play is actually designed um, to make this workshop more fun feel for us. So let's have some fun. So Let's Play is actually a true or false statement. So we're going to be playing it. So I'm going to take one or two out of it. So we're going to play together. So teachers are also encouraged to do the same while they're teaching the pupils in their school. So we can prepare to fight against the Fashara by equipping ourselves with the information. So when we know that when we know what we want to see and what we don't want them to see, we can make informed decision about what we circulate online. So let's play this game. So I'm going to be asking us some questions. So and I will appreciate if we can actually drop our comments in the comment box. I will appreciate that because we're going to need to request the same from students. So when we are teaching the students, we're going to ask them to raise up their hand to answer true or false. So I want to assume I'm talking to students now. So I want the teachers to please kindly drop their comments in the comment box. Right. So this is the first one. Once it is on the internet, is it safe? Is it there forever? Like that is, once information is put on the internet, it stays there forever. True or false? True or false? Okay, so once information is dropped on the internet, it stays there forever. So it's actually true. It's actually true. So that is so this is one of the reasons we have to be careful when we're putting any information on the internet. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so the next question is talking about number of people on the internet. So I want to know if we agree on this or not. Like 1.37 billion people use the internet. Do we agree with this? True or false? So can you drop your response in the comment box? So let's see what the true answer is. So it's actually true. So that will tell us many people are already on the internet, and this is why we need to educate the students on how to be conscious whenever they're on the internet. Let's move to the third one. People like it when they become a meme. True or false? So it's actually false. It's actually false. So the next one is sharing online can reveal our location. True or false? So sharing online can actually reveal our location. So by the time you are sharing with people, probably you are sharing where you are at a particular point in time. So it's actually not good. So this one I really we need to like train people on how they can share carefully. So it's actually true. So the last one is I can decide what to see my footage by changing the share settings on the social media. But can we decide who to see our information by adjust our setting, true or false? So let's see that. So it's actually false. Right. So at this junction, we have just concluded the first session of this workshop. So I want to say congratulations to everyone. So I believe we're getting excited as we move forward. There are more things to come. So let's quickly consider. Let's quickly look at the second way we can be an internet hero. So the next essential skill for any internet hero is to be strong and secure your secrets. So we need to educate the students and let them know that whenever they're on the internet, they need to be strong. They need to be strong and secure their secrets. So this is one of the reasons why they need to be strong and secure their secrets, because of these bad guys. So they are called hacker. I'm sure we must have heard this name before, hacker. So they are there on the internet. We can't shy away that they are not there. They are there, right? So just as we're using the internet, they are there also to use the internet. But they are there to actually they are there to get people's information and use it against them. So they might access your account and your personal information. So that's one of the danger they post on the internet. So let's study more about them. So considering the fact that we have hackers on the internet, so one thing we want to advise the students to be careful of is when they are creating their password, they need to come up with a strong password. Like what we have on the screen, we have some set of password. The first one is number. The second one is Wales, and the second one is Wales. So all these passwords are too let me say they are too simple to actually remember. Someone can actually like guess this quickly and manipulate our information, right? So we need to educate the students on the importance of creating strong password. Right. So looking at this example, we will see that even without wasting time, someone can easily guess that what is missing here is 4. The same thing applies to the second one. You can quickly sense that okay, this is password, and the third one is the third one is hello. The third one is hello. So these passwords are too weak. They are too weak. So now, what is a strong password? What is a strong password? So at this junction, it's very important for teachers to make a lot of emphasis on what a strong password is. So let's look at what a strong password is. So we're going to be looking at characteristics of a strong password. The first characteristic of a strong password, a password must contain 8 to 12 characters for it to be at least, be a strong password. It must be from 8 to 12 characters. So let's look at the second one. So it must be mixed with number and letter. So that the password must be mixed with number and letter. So let's look at the third one. So the password must contain uppercase and lowercase. The fourth one, then it must have a special character. So these 4 characteristics of a strong password is very important. We should try as much as possible to train the student with this. They should put it at the back of their mind. So let's make it memorable. Let's try to create a strong password. So how do we create a strong password? So now that we know what a strong password is, how do we create a strong password? So once we're having the training with the students, we should endeavor to actually train them on how to create a strong password. So like the example we're having on the screen, so they can actually mix letter with character or letter with number. So with this, it's very difficult for hackers to crack. So these hackers, they are human beings like us. So they can't operate without we helping them. So they need our help for them to operate. And the only way we can actually render them powerless is to create a strong password. So let's proceed. Okay, so this is you can actually put the students together. You can put them together in pairs of group and actually ask them to write the password, to write it down. They can write it down, or you call some of them, you call them out, ask them to write it on the board. Write on the board. You can ask them to write it twice, so that they'll be able to and please, we need to discourage students from writing their password down. They shouldn't share their password with anybody, not even their friend. So it is password and it's supposed to be private to them. So they need to keep it to themselves. But when they are trying to memorize it, they can try to write on a sheet of paper. They can write on a sheet of paper 2 times and try to memorize it. And once they are done, they can actually discard the piece of paper. Right. So this is an example of how we can create a strong password. So we can mix password, we can mix character with words. So encourage the students to actually pick their password from their favorite story. So for example, I love going to the swimming pool. So for example, they can pick the first letter from those sentences and just combine it together to use it as their password. So that's the example we have here. So let's move to the next slide. So they can change some letter into numbers and symbol. So like what we have here, they're changing letter into numbers and symbols. They are mixing them together. So with this, it will enable them to have a strong password. So this is another example. They can make some letter uppercase and some lowercase. This is another good conversion that we can actually encourage students to cultivate. Right. So once you are done, you can actually ask them, "Can you remember your password?" So this will bring them back into the conversation. You see them raising up their hand. You see them raising up their hand, right? So once they are done memorizing the password, you can ask them, "Can you remember your password?" So some of them will raise up their hand, and you'll be surprised at what they will say. So let's continue. So this is about the do and don't when you're creating a password. So these are the do and don'ts. So when you are creating a password, you use a unique password for each of your important accounts. Do or don't. So you ask them, you ask the student, and you anticipate their response. So they respond back to you and tell you what they think. So let's look at the next slide. So a unique password for each of your important accounts, do or don't. So you also ask them, then they give you their correct answer. Use personal information, name, address, phone number when you make a password. Do or don't. You ask them. So they'll give you the answer as well. So let's go to the next slide.
Results.
So this particular one is talking about how you can easily guess your password. Use a password that is easy to guess, like your nickname or your favorite baseball. Do or don't. So this is actually do, because from what we discussed from the previous slide, we are told that we can actually create a password from our favorite story or from the activities we practice most of the time. So let's move forward. So this is another one. Use at least 8 characters. This is actually true. When you are creating a strong password, you use at least 8 characters. It's very important. At least 8, so that it shouldn't be cracked. Remember this hacker guy, they are there. They are there. So by the time you have a strong password, they won't be able to crack it. So let's move forward. So share your password with people so you don't forget. This is actually done. So we should advise the student not to share the password with people, not even their friend. So this one is actually done. They shouldn't share the password with people. Irrespective of the relationship, you shouldn't share the password. Okay, so this one is saying log out of your account after you finish on a public computer. So this is do. So we should advise the student to always log out of a public computer. So when you're using a computer that is not yours, when you're using it to, maybe you are using it to log into a particular platform, they should endeavor to log out once they are through. They should endeavor to log out. So this is one of the things they can do to ensure that hackers don't get access into their information. Right, so this one is about tick remember my password when using a public computer. This one is actually common. So when you're using a public computer and the computer is prompting you to tick remember password. So this is actually done. You don't do that. Don't tick remember, because once you tick remember, the computer is going to store your information, your password on that public computer. And another person can just come there and access your information. So this one is done. So let's say the next one. Right, so again, we are done with another set of way in which you can be an internet hero on the internet. So let's go to the next one. Right, so this one is about being alert. So when you're online, you need to be alert. Don't fall for fake. So remember, this training is targeted at pupils from the age of 7 to 14. So teachers should try as much as possible to emphasize on the importance of being alert, being conscious. Like you need to be conscious while you're online. So the internet is an awesome place to be, but they shouldn't get carried away. You should be alert. So let's see what we have next. Right. So this category of people on the internet, they're called phisher. So they're phisher. So they can get access to your personal information by tricking you. They can disguise. They can pretend to be your friend. They can even pretend to be your mother or your dad. And they will post danger on your computer or your device. So sometimes phisher might not try to impersonate someone. They might try to impersonate someone or something you know. So it's called a phishing. So it is defined as an attempt to obtain sensitive information such as username, password, and credit card details, often for bad reasons. So by disguising as a trustworthy entity. So this actually like corresponds with what I said earlier. So that is basically what the phisher is all about. And we should also advise the students about this. They should be on the lookout for them. So they are going to encounter them. They are there. So they are also internet user, but they are there to they are there to deceive people, to disguise as someone we know. So it is very important for us to to be able to distinguish between real people and fake people, right? So in a nutshell, these are fake people. So let's continue and study more about phisher. So how do you spot a phisher online? So how do we identify or discover that someone is a phisher, right? So looking at this particular example, you can see, oh my God, click here to win 1 million and see everyone who is in love with you. You can see this kind of story. So one can tell that this is a fake. This person is a phisher. So in this particular case, it is not good. It is not good to actually click on this link, right? So we need to train the kid to be careful of what they click on the internet, right? Because some link can be very harmful, right? So they can put read more there, but by the time you click on it, it's going to take you to another place entirely, and that might result to harm you or to dupe you in some way or the other. So this is one example of how we can detect in future. So let's move forward and see another one. Right. So this is another good example. So I'm sure we're familiar with sending mail and all that. So looking at this picture we're having now, I want the teacher to tell me what is wrong with this in the comment box, right? I want one of the teachers to tell us what is wrong with this in the comment box. Okay, so let's quickly look at this together. Looking at this particular image, we notice that the URL is actually wrong. So the address, the web address is actually wrong. It's actually wrong. So this one of the way we can discover a fake website, or discover a fake person that is trying to disguise like someone we know. Right. So let's quickly move forward and see another example. Okay, so what we're going to be discussing next is just like the true or false, but this one is real or fake. This one is real or fake. So we're going to be bringing out some example, and we're going to be asking if it's real or fake. So let's see the first example. So the first example is, does the site include indicator of a trustworthy site like a badges? So another one is, does the site URL match the name and title you are looking for? So these are the questions we should encourage the student to ask in their minds whenever they are trying to access any website. Let's look at another one. Does the offer seem to go to the truth? So just like somebody is offering you, okay, come and take 1 million, and click on something. So with common sense, we can even get that this is fake. We can even get that this is fake. So we should encourage the student to be on the lookout for them. So are there any pop-ups? Does the URL start with HTTPS preceded by a green padlock? So these are little things we don't take we don't take care of anytime we're using the internet, and believe me, they're very important. They're very important, and they can contribute to how people can get access into our private information on the internet. So another one is the person or the site asking you to reveal the private information, right? So just like you can just get a message on your phone, like they can disguise like they're calling from your bank, or they're texting message from your bank that you need to send them your BVN. Just that kind of scenario. So we need to be on the lookout for them. They're everywhere. So now it's time for us to play. So let's play. So I'm sure we still remember what Let's Play is all about. But if we do not remember, that is fine. I'm going to talk about it again. So Let's Play is it's a true or false statement, like I said earlier, and it's designed to make this workshop fun filled. So let's look at the first one. Right, so looking at this particular scenario, so please, I want teachers to drop their comment in the comment box. Tell us whether this is real or fake. Right, so important membership information, that is the subject. Then the body, there are crying. It big stands for your membership with us, because you have been such an amazing member. We would like to upgrade due to premium at no extra cost. Is this kind of message true or false? Definitely we can see that this is actually like, so looking at where the mail is coming from and looking at the web address, so we discover that it's actually fake. So our little one might not be conscious to this level. So it is now our priority, it is now our duty to train them. When they are accessing any website, they need to be conscious. They need to make sure the web URL is corresponding with the message. So let's look at the second one. So let's look at this together. So this particular website is about a website that is selling some donuts. Look like a refresher. So let's see if this particular website is true, is real or fake. So looking at this particular website, we know that this particular website is actually real, because looking at the web address, it's presented with HTTPS, and the name of their URL is actually like it matches what they are selling. They are selling donut, and looking at the URL, so it's actually like it corresponds. So it's actually real. Let's move forward. Let's see if we have another example. Right, so this is another example. So this is a message telling someone that congratulations, you've won an iPhone. I mean, this is actually common, getting a pop-up on your phone asking you to click on something to get the iPhone. So if common sense can even tell that this is fake. This is actually fake. So teachers are encouraged to emphasize on this and let the student be aware that this kind of message are fake. So let's move forward. Right, so this is another one. So this is a message saying, hello my friend, I have won the lottery. I want to share my good luck with you. I will give you $1,000, but first, please send me your bank details, full name and password, so I can give the money to you. Right, so I don't think any of your friends will ask you for your bank details before, or your BVN before they send money to you. Right, so this has to be just common sense. Right, so we should train the kid and let them know that all these guys are there on the internet. They're called future. They're there on the internet. So let's proceed. So this another example. Hey, seems you like a fun person. Seems you look like a fun person to hang out with. Let's have some fun together. Can you add me to your friend list? Right. So this particular message sounds like a stranger that's meeting you for the first time and asking you to go out. So in this particular scenario, we want to tell the pupils, in this particular scenario, they need to speak with an adult, trusted adult, or their mother. Like they need to say permission from their mother if you should follow the person or not. So looking at this particular message, they can't just jump on it. So they need to take advice from the parents before they proceed. Right, so this is another message. So this message is saying your Facebook account has violated our policies. To avoid account suspension, visit this particular website and they confirm it, Facebook security team. So this is also fake, because I'm 100% sure none of the popular social media platforms will send message to you, asking you to reveal your private information before they do a particular thing for you. So this is also fake. Right, so congratulations to us again. So we've just concluded a very important way which we can be an internet hero. And we should also bear in mind that we are transferring this knowledge to our kids. Right. So this one has to do with how to be kind on the internet. So it's good to be kind on the internet. Let's dive in. So the troublemakers are people that hurt people's feeling on the internet. You see them on the internet, all that they're for you just to like embarrass you, just to create they are there to create a scenario actually. They're there to create scenario. So we need to be on the lookout for them. We need to be on the lookout for them. So let's talk about them. So let's look at ways to share, to spread kindness online. So this kind of scenario now, you can ask the students what they can do in this kind of scenario. Like when someone found your friend's phone and sent a real mean message about another student to a bunch of people on a soccer team. So this is like a gossip, people gossiping about another person. So you can ask them what can they do in this kind of situation. So this is another one. Someone is posting serious mean comment about one of the students in the class or your class blog. Right. So these are the troublemakers. That in short, they are the troublemakers that are just there to blackmail people. That they are there to blackmail people. You know, they are there to talk people down. Right. So we need to be on the lookout for them. So to be kind on the internet, we need to advise and educate the student not to gossip, not to pass gossip on the internet. And they should endeavor to block inappropriate person. If you know that this person is becoming troublesome, please, they should feel free to block the person using their settings to block the person. So they should also support others on the internet. So while you're on the internet, despite the fact that you're not seeing the person physically, it actually there's a communication going on. So you want to be nice, you want to talk to people nicely, you want to like give compliment to people. It's very important. Then be an upstander, right? Be an upstander and take responsibility. So let's look at this one after the other. So be brief. So this particular one is important actually because as a kid, you know, they are just there, you know, just like you said, some of them are there to do their assignments. And by the time they come across anything, they might be shaky and be worried. So we should advise them to be brief. And when they are not sure about something, they should try to talk it out. You should try to talk to adults, trusted adults, not anybody, like the person, anyone they trust, like their mother or their father. You try to talk it out to them. So how to be brief on the internet? So advise them whenever they see anything, they should say something. They shouldn't keep quiet. Whenever they say anything, they should actually like say something. They should talk it out and report or blog inappropriate content. And before they pass across information or gossip, they should get proof. They should get proof, and they shouldn't be afraid. They shouldn't be afraid. So let's move forward. So let's talk about them. So I'm going to take one or two of these of how you can be actually be kind on the internet. I'm going to take one or two and discuss them. So you get a chat from someone whom you are not familiar with. For example, I saw you in math class today. You are cute. So what's your address? I can come over to hand out. So looking at this particular one, it's someone you don't really know. So in this situation, we can ask the student what can they do in this kind of situation. So let's see which one we can actually talk about. Okay, see, let's talk about this. You see a message that says, everyone wear focus tomorrow, but don't tell little. So this is actually like something strange. Just like the message is passed across to you, like probably they are talking to your classmates. Oh, James, everyone is wearing focus tomorrow, but don't tell blessing. As a little kid, why should I tell blessing? Why? You ask when you are not sure, or when things seems to not clear to you. You should try as much as possible to ask. Okay, so this is another example. When a student posts a group of photo into a public account, and you hear the way you look in the picture, would you report that the photo or not, or can you respond? Right. So these are an example of when you have a group. For example, as a kid, they can have a group photograph in their class. They can have a group photograph in their account, in their class. And when the picture is posted on the school website, and you notice that you're not looking good there, so you can actually lightly make the person in charge and tell them they should bring it down, or they should ask them to take another picture. So this is very important. So we just concluded how to be kind on the internet. So I want to believe we're actually learning. We are learning. I want to believe we are learning. So let's see what we have next. Right. So this has to do with everything we have talked about from the beginning of this workshop. So it will help us to remember how to be an internet hero. So these are the 5 pillars to be an internet hero. So we should try as much as possible to train the little ones. It is very important. So don't shy away from the fact that they are already using the internet. They're already using it, whether you're present or you're absent. They're already using it. They're even using more than you. And that will surprise you. So why they're using the internet? Why they're using the internet for assignments? They can tend to go another way. They can tend to be carried away with purpose. So these 5 pillars, once they are aware of it, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So at this junction, I want to thank everyone for showing up. It has been awesome and educative this morning, I must say. So I want to thank every school for attending this particular workshop. So we are Code 14, and we're going to attend to all comments in the comment box, and we're going to respond to our learner sources, Bukola. So Bukola is going to get across to all schools, and we're going to respond to all comments. And again, we are going to. So I need to remind us of this. So this particular slide is going to be given to all schools. It will be given to all schools. And again, if there's anything the individual school team can actually assist with, we are available, and we'll be glad to honor the request. So thank you for coming. See you in the next session. Bye.